The Cluckin heist is an extremely good way to make money in GTA, and if you haven't tried this heist yet, let this video convince you to give it a shot. In this video, I will be explaining and playing through all the setups and the finale of this heist and giving you all the information and tips you need to complete this heist properly. So starting off, really the only thing you need in your arsenal is a personal vehicle, some snacks, and if you want, you can buy some body armors, but you can always get those, at the start of the setup, so you don't have to go to any store to purchase those or anything. Anyway, now that you got your snacks and your personal vehicle, all you're going to want to do is find Vincent on the map. He is over near the pier on the west side of Los Santos. His little blip on the map is a very large V and it is very bright yellow, so it's pretty hard to miss. So the first setup you're going to be thrown into is called Slush Fund. You're pretty much going to be attacking two money laundering businesses run by the cartel that your cop friend is trying to take down. My favorite one to go to first is Waypoint A. You can climb to the top of these stairs and stand behind your car and take down the enemies from above. After that, you're going to run into the business and start stealing the money out of the dryers. There's going to be two armed guards waiting for you in here, but they're pretty dormant. They don't shoot really. So after you're finished stealing the money in this place, you're going to want to run back to your car and do the exact same thing all over again. This setup is pretty straightforward and simple. There's not really anything to unpack here. You just shoot the guys and steal the money. One thing I will say about the second business you have to go steal the money from, though, is there will be more cartel members and they will know you're coming, so they're going to shoot on sight the second you pull up. Aside from that, it's pretty much the same thing. Go inside, steal the cash, and drive back to Vincent's hideout, and you're done with the first setup. So you just got done with the first setup and you're thinking, damn, that was pretty easy. Yeah, well, there's a couple more to get through, but it's really worth it because there's $500,000 at the end of this heist waiting for you. It's such a good way to make your first $1 million in the beginning of your playthrough of GTA, especially if you're a new player. More experienced players probably won't get much out of the Cluckin heist, but if you're a new player, this is perfect for you, so keep watching. After you finish the first setup, you'll get dropped off in a different GTA Online lobby, and Vincent will call you telling you that the next setup is ready. You'll have to drive back over to the police station where he was before and start the next setup, which is called breaking and entering. Now this setup is a little crazy. It's got a 3-step process. There's 3 things we need to do in this setup, but the first thing you need to do is head over to the pier and grab the laptop from its owner. The reason I say this setup is a little wild and exciting is because we're actually going to be doing something that we've never done before in GTA. We're going to be stealing the train. That's never been possible in GTA Online. I think you can do it in story mode. There's a mission for that, but this will be the first time doing it online, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, you're going to want to drive to the pier and steal the laptop first, always. So once you get onto the pier, Vincent will send you a text message with a picture of him, the guy you're supposed to be looking for, but there's actually a trick. I'm going to show you how to find him even faster than that. So what you want to do is basically just start shooting civilians, and he's going to pop up on the map as a red circle. See that there? He just popped up on the map. I got a little lost, but basically where he pops up on the map in the first place is where the laptop is going to be. Now that you've located the laptop, you're going to steal it and throw it in your pockets and head over to the terabyte. Once you reach the terabyte location, it's going to be a big yellow circle on your map. It's pretty much a search area. It's not very hard to find. I'm pretty sure there's only 3 locations that can spawn. In this particular circle, this is exactly where it's going to spawn every single time, and whenever you do find the terabyte, there are going to be these drones flying above your head that you need to shoot and take out. I know we're in 2025 and drones are kind of terrifying lately, but they're pretty harmless, so just shoot them down and then access the terabyte. Once you enter the terabyte, the hacking device will be on your left on a shelf as you see in the video, and on the left of that, there also is a rifle you can take. I don't think I took it in this playthrough, but it's there if you'd like. So the next step now is head over to the cartel's compound and steal the train. So the cartel's compound is located at the south of the map next to where a lot of people have their nightclubs. When you arrive here, you have to be very careful. There are going to be very armed cartel members, and they're going to have some really nice weapons and heavy armor, but they all die to a headshot, so just aim for the head and be very careful. There's a lot of them here. So the reason we're here is to take out the cartel members, and one of them are going to drop a key. The key that they're going to drop is for the infamous GTA train. Once you kill the armed guard with the key, drive over to the front of the train, take out the 2 guards in front of the train, and hop inside the train. After you hop inside the train, it's going to prompt you to drive forward and don't stop. So this is the part of the mission where the hacking device comes into play. It's kind of a useless and annoying mechanic. It pretty much is used to switch the light signals so that like you can cross. I'm not sure why you need a hacking device for that. I don't know the anatomy of trains, but I'm pretty sure that every time a train comes by in my town, the light switches. But anyway, you're going to be driving through here, and be careful, you're going to be attacked by people on trucks. Just shoot the guy on the MG in the back and you're going to be fine. The only time you might want to have your interaction menu up and spamming snacks is after you slam into the helicopter. That area, there's going to be a lot of trucks shooting at you. So just be ready to spam snacks or shoot back because there are a lot of people. But other than that, that's the end of the second setup. I just wanted to mention one thing. I appreciate it if you're still watching this video. I'm putting a lot of hard work into it. I say this because allergies are kicking my ass right now and my voice sounds all nasally and gross, so thank you for sticking through. Let's hop into the next setup. I appreciate you guys. So the next setup is where we get a little tricky. There's going to be a lot that's packed into this one. It's not as complicated as you think. It's just the fact that all 3 waypoints are optional. You can pick one or do all of them, but I will explain the best one. The best one to do is the one I do in this video. So this setup is called concealed weapons, and the reason it's called that is because there are 3 waypoints on the map, and every single waypoint will give you a different set of weapons and gear. I'll be honest, in this heist, it does not really matter what weapons you bring because you can solo this and you can do it stealthy. I end up doing this heist stealthy, and I'll show you that when we get to the finale. I do want to say that you can go to all of these waypoints and get all of the weapons, and at the end of this setup, you can text Vincent and choose what weapons and gear you want to take, but there's really no point in doing that. That's just a waste of time. Just go to waypoint B as I'm doing right now and follow my steps because it's the best loadout and it's the quickest way to get this setup done. So starting out this setup, you want to go down to the pier and grab yourself a jet ski, drive out to this yacht and go on the lower deck. There's no reason to go on the top deck. You can do this stealthy, but I accidentally shot, of course, because I'm a moron. I digress. So what you want to do is move through the bottom deck of this yacht, take out all the enemies. There's only about 5 of them, and you'll get the loadout at the end of the yacht. The loadout is a heavy rifle, a heavy shotgun, a tactical SMG with a suppressor, and pipe bombs. After we collect our guns, we're going to want to go through this door on the right. Once we enter this door, it's going to be a long corridor. You're going to want to go to the first door on your right, and there's going to be 2 enemies in the bathroom, oddly enough, waiting for you to shoot you. After you dispose of them, grab the rest of the gear. This gear is going to be your armor, and you're probably not even going to need that armor, to be honest, in the finale, but it's alright, we'll grab it anyway. Once you're finished on the yacht, all you have to do is go back to a jet ski and get to shore, grab your car, and head back to Vincent's. Make sure when you get to Vincent's, you text him and tell him that that's the loadout you want, because that's the only way you can end this setup. But wait, there's more! Next setup is called Hit and Run. In this setup, you will be stealing a getaway vehicle. Much like concealed weapons, there is 3 waypoints with 3 different optional vehicles. I'm going to be showing you the best vehicle you can get, and that is the Ocelot Jugular. It used to be one of the best sports cars in the game. You're going to want to go to waypoint B to get the Ocelot Jugular. The other 2 vehicles are not as good. One is like a lowrider, and the other one I believe are military vehicles, but they're not the good military vehicles. They're like the trucks. They're not good. So just head over to waypoint B and get yourself the Ocelot Jugular. So when you pull up to the circle on the map, on the right side of the compound, there will be a jump up so you can get on top of this building and hide behind. I don't know what these things are, but you can do it any way you want, really. But on top of this building, you get such a good vantage point. It's like hard not to want to use this. You know, I do this every time I do this heist. I come up here, I shoot the helicopter down, I kill all the bad guys. There's usually about 15 to 20 guys here that you need to take down. It's pretty hard to attack this compound compound because as you can see there's cars and trucks blocking all the entrances and stuff. You will have to move one of those whenever you actually get the getaway vehicle to exit the compound. So once you're finished on the roof laying everybody out, just hop down, move one of the vehicles in front of the ramps, and then go back to the Ocelot Jugular and get the hell out of there. And this one is just like the last two setups you just did. All you have to do now is drive the car back to Vincent's spot, but it's not actually Vincent's spot this time. It's a garage in Polito. All you got to do is drive it there, text him, confirm that you want the Ocelot Jugular as your getaway vehicle, and you're done with the setup. Simple as that. Last but not least, we have the disorganized crime setup, the very last setup of this heist. There are a lot of setups in this heist, but I'm telling you, if you did it the proper way like I've been explaining it to you, it should have only taken you about an hour to an hour 10 minutes. It is the quickest and fastest way to finish this heist for sure. Alright, so disorganized crime. This setup is a lot longer than the other setups. This one probably takes about 15 to 20 minutes to complete. The first objective is to head over to the Cluckin outlet, and once you get in the vicinity of that, 2 cartel vans will spawn, and you need to drive around them and hack them. You need to stay in their vicinity and hack the vans. The reason you're hacking these vans is to get information on where the cartel's garage is. But there's one thing that you cannot forget about these cartel vans. When you stop them and you shoot the enemies, after you shoot them, make sure you pick up the uniform off their body. That is the key to stealth in this mission. You want to pick up the uniform, and once you go to the garages, make sure you are wearing it because they will not suspect you. Alright boys, I just realized I fucked up. There's a piece of my footage that is missing, so I will just explain to you what you need to do after you sabotage the trucks. Whenever you walk into the cartel garage, there's going to be 3 armed guards that you need to take out at the trucks.
Without them suspecting a thing, just disable the vehicles, find a key card, and wipe the CCTV when you're done. On the other hand, you can go in guns blazing. You'll be blowing your cover for the final raid, but if that's how you want to do it, go ahead.
After you finish taking those guards out, you have free range to sabotage the delivery trucks. But after you're finished sabotaging the delivery trucks, there is a spawn for a drill in this building, in this garage. You need to find the drill, go behind where the delivery trucks are parked, and there's a double door. You need to take out the rest of the guards silently, go through the double door, and use the drill on the lockers inside, and you will get a key card. The reason you need the key card is to wipe the CCTV footage. It's in the small room with the double window that I'm looking at right now. You can silently take out the guards, make sure you take out the camera if the camera's going to spot a body. Remember to wipe the footage after you get the card and you should be fine. I apologize for the missing footage. Alright, next order of business. After you leave the cartel garage, there will be a flatbed parked across the street, literally right across the street. You pick up the flatbed and drive it back to Vincent's lockup, and that's the end of this setup. Now we're on to the finale. So in the beginning of the finale, you are stuffed into a Cluckin crate and you are being shipped into the cartel's heart. You are in their factory where the cocaine and the money all is. You're in there like swimwear. So you start out in the coke storage area and there will be 3 guards waiting for you. Whenever you first get out of the box, you're going to want to take out your SMG because none of your other guns have suppressors. Take out the first guy on the phone. Take out the guy that was walking last. Shoot this guy in the head, do a little quick roll, knock this guy out as well. Once you're done with that, you can shoot open the server thing, I don't know what the hell that thing's called, and it'll open the door for you. Next, you'll be met with a corridor with a lot of bad guys in it. There's a decent amount of bad guys. You're going to want to take the first guy out and then the 2 at the window. Wait until this guy walks all the way down the hallway before you shoot the man on the left. That way he's out of sight of him. So you shoot him, and then you're going to want to wait till he walks all the way to the door. Wait till the 2 walk out and shoot them both in the head. Once you move up through the hallway after you take out all the enemies, you want to open up this door into the first coke storage area. There's going to be 3 enemies downstairs, but they're really easy to take out. You just handle them right to left. After taking those guys out, you're going to want to grab 4 stacks of coke that is in this basement area. There's going to be 4. Don't miss any. They're on your minimap. After bagging up all the coke, you're going to want to run back upstairs and head immediate right. Take the guy out on the left first. Make sure nobody's seeing you when you walk through the door. take the guy in the middle out, and then this guy in front of me was supposed to walk back sooner. He usually walks back. Yeah, he's supposed to walk back sooner, but he didn't. Maybe I was just too quick. Take out this guy walking up to you. And the rest of the building is pretty simple. You take out the guy standing there, look left, take out him, and then you can run all the way up through here, shoot the guy in the middle of the doorway. Then after you take him out, there's going to be one more standing in front of the office door, and you could take out the guy on the left because he's looking the wrong way. Now that the building is completely clear, you can go back and look for the office keys. There's 3 locations, but mine spawned right here. They're pretty easy to find. Now that you found the office keys, you can run all the way back to the coke storage area, insert the key card, and get the rest of your bag filled up. This room is pretty simple. You just want to push to the left, shoot the guy through the rack, and then get the guy on the left, and there will be a crowbar on this box in the corner, and you just get all 4 boxes. Only 2 crates will have actual coke in them. 2 of them will be empty, so if you get lucky and get the 2 on the first go, good on you. Once you're finished opening up all 4 crates, you want to leave through the same door that you walked in and run all the way to the office. You will end up using the office keys that you found, and you want to hack the office computer. Once you hack the computer, you will be able to find out where the other computers are using your hacking device. This hacking device works pretty simply. You just have to point it around in circles to where it turns blue. If it turns blue, that means you're looking in the correct direction, and you need to run in that direction to find the computer you're looking at. Once you find all 3 computers, you are all set to go back into the office and hack the safe with the code you just got from the computers. The code will pop up on your hacking device. It's pretty simple. It's just a memory game. It was 459072. You just have to remember those numbers in a row and put them into the safe properly. Once you put the numbers in, you'll be able to grab the rest of the cash from the safe, and you're good to get the hell out of there onto the getaway vehicle. Once you leave the office, you'll just take a quick right, shoot open that thing again. I still don't know what they're called. Door panel, I suppose. Anyway, you roll outside, and there should be guards outside, and they still have no idea you're there. You see the triangles on the map? That means they still don't know, so you can pop a couple of them if you want, sneak past them. You're just trying to get to the getaway vehicle, so take out the guys that you need to, don't take out the guys that you don't. The garage will be literally 100 feet to your left down that alleyway. It's right down the street. You come in here, grab your jugular, and what I like to do, you don't have to do this, but the best way to do it is just follow the train tracks to the right, all the way back to the city. And eventually you'll make it back to Vincent's garage, and there will be a very strange man you don't know exists, and you don't know, never met him before, and he will hand you money. $500,000 worth of money in a small little envelope that it should not fit in. Anyway, that is the Cluckin Farm raid. I really appreciate you guys for staying. Thank you for putting up my nasally ass voice in the lost footage. I appreciate you all. I hope this video helped you, gave you little tips or information or knowledge or anything. I appreciate you all. Have a good one.